Hey, Annie.
So I made the folding couch bed. That's this. And I like this design because it folds up neatly and stores in the garage when we're not using it. But let's see if it fits. That's couch mode.
Oh.
And it's got the couch that faces out the back.
Yeah.
And if you come around here,
That looks nice.
you unlock the door. And then it's got the couch that faces the front.
Nice.
And then folds down into a bed, just like that.
Voila.
And the next thing I'm going to make is a piece that folds down on the front that keeps it level like this, so it doesn't hang down like that.
Yeah. It looks really good. Was this difficult for you to make? The bed
No.
part?
This was exceedingly easy because everything was square, except if you go around to the back, over here on the corner, I had to cut a curve to fit the contour of the van.
Yeah.
And as you can see, this contour of the van isn't quite straight. From here to here, it comes into it a little bit. So I'm just gonna take my sander and sand a little bit off there so that fits nice and snug. But otherwise, all the cuts were straight, so it was able to be cut on a panel saw. Almost every other thing in the van has a lot of curves and contours because we didn't take the panels off or anything. Nothing is square inside this van, so everything has to be cut to the contours of the van. So I've been using a jigsaw almost exclusively, which makes it hard to get a nice straight cut. So the bed actually was the easiest thing because the 4 pieces were just 18.5 inches by 40 and square. Everything was square except for that one little curve I did.
Yeah.
So that was just 4 cuts on a panel saw, and the sheet of plywood was almost used up. And put my piano hinges on there, and I used 30-inch piano hinges. They don't quite go to the ends of the board. I thought that saved about $10 over doing 36-inch piano hinges, which was the closest size to the 40-inch width without going over. And I think it's definitely stable enough. If I lean on it with my weight or whatever, it seems stable. And then once I get the support pieces under the end of the bed that goes off the overhang here,
Yeah.
it should support it quite well. I just got to make it so that the weight isn't supported by the hinge, and it should be fine.
What are you working on today?
Today I am going to build the cabinet that goes right here. And
I see you got the battery in there.
yeah, so the battery came yesterday, I believe. So yesterday, I don't know, yesterday.
Yeah, it
or
was
the day
yesterday.
Before. And the inverter came a couple days ago, but I was waiting on the battery. But I did hook it up. Everything works real good. And the inverter came with this meter that shows the condition of the battery. So it shows me the charge level of the battery, the voltage of the battery, the voltage of the output of the inverter, and a couple other neat things on there. And I'm going to mount it on the cabinet right here, so when we're sitting on the sofa, it's easy to view it. But there's going to be a cabinet space right here, and haven't quite decided exactly what I'm going to use that for just yet, which is why I put off till now to make it. I was really hoping to have it definitively. Either the fresh water supply is going to go in here, or it's going to go under the floor on this side. And
A lot of little decisions.
yeah, because I decided to put the fridge under the sink where I was originally planning to do the water. It's made the water choice a tough choice, but that way the fridge will be on a rolling shelf that rolls out, so that it's a lot easier to move around and get access to and get it out of the way when we're not using it, and I don't have to push the seat forward and back to so I like that better, but and definitely a lot of constraints when you're working with this much space in a small van. But yeah, I like it. I like how it's progressing a lot. And so that inverter is going to go on a piece that comes up like this, and the outlets, the 110 outlets, will be right on top right here. There's going to be a shelf across here with a flip-up lid that accesses the space underneath, and this cabinet's also going to come up here, and it's going to have a closed cabinet up here.
Nice.
So
can't wait to see the end result.
That's what I'll be working on today, maybe even tomorrow too.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that's
all
it.
right. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.